amyloid, the ApoE3 receptor, insulin, these are all membrane proteins in the brain, and they interact with each other inside the brain. The amyloid is an important protein that is involved in neuron growth. It attracts white blood cells so that the brain can protect itself from infections, from viruses and bacteria. So amyloid beta is a breakdown product of amyloid precursor protein, and in insulin-sensitive state, it's rapidly cleared. But if you are insulin resistant, because the cell is energy starved, the amyloid beta forms amyloid beta oligomers. It clumps together, and that destroys the connection between our brain cells. So years of refined carb, hyperinsulinemia, insulin receptor downregulation, defective insulin signaling inside the brain, reduced amyloid beta clearance, increased accumulation inside the brain cells, destroying your synapses and taking away your memory. So why is it important for you to know whether you are ApoE4? Because I think that it tells you that you're designed more for an ancestral diet rather than a standard American diet, that you're designed more to do fasting, that you're designed to be physically active. It also helps you provide an alternative fuel for the brain, which is the ketone bodies. But all medicine can focus on is because they have a higher LDL, and I cannot get into the mechanisms as to why they have a higher LDL, to statinate these people, to give them mega doses of statins. But they are missing the most important modulating factor that causes their dementia and heart disease, which is insulin resistance. So ApoE4 people, if they become insulin resistant, are perhaps 3 to 4-fold higher risks of getting heart disease and 11 to 20-fold for higher risks of getting dementia. So if you take a metabolically unhealthy insulin-resistant patient, they have insulin receptor downregulation, they have loss of phase 1 response, the paracrine modulation and control between insulin and glucagon is lost. They're catabolic, they're losing lean muscle mass. They are spewing fat from their fat cells, but they are putting it into the viscera, into the pancreas, into the heart, and into the blood vessels. And what's more, they're getting insulin resistant in the brain and getting demented. So the important thing here is to recover, repair, and repopulate your insulin receptor. To restore the insulin-glucagon interaction, the paracrinology that Dr. Roger Unger was talking about, and this group is best at doing it because there is no medical therapy, there's no drugs you can take to do this. You earn it the old-fashioned way by fasting, by severely restricting carbs in somebody who is metabolically unhealthy, and by improving insulin sensitivity with exercise.